Welcome back to Lamb's Cryptoverse. Today I'm going to attempt to explain why Cosmos' Atom is doing so well. Now, altcoins are different from stocks in many regards. For example, stocks tend to fall under the efficient market and other market theories. And one of those assumptions is that stocks are efficient, that they reflect news. But you don't see that in altcoins and in Bitcoin. What you see is sometimes you see random movements, and we don't know why things happen. So let's go back to Cosmos. Let's go starting last year, 2021, and let's look at how the price moved of Atom. Let's try and figure out why Atom's doing so well now. So I'm going to go to the charts now. The first one is the movement of Atom, and you could see that there was a sharp downward move. Now recall, I'm going to click on this, that in 2021 there was news that the Terra blockchain was set to connect to the Cosmos ecosystem. And in fact, the Terra stablecoin became the default stablecoin on the Cosmos ecosystem. So when the Terra Luna ecosystem crashed and just burnt up, basically the Cosmos blockchain also crashed, right? Because they were kind of codependent on Terra Luna's ecosystem, on the Terra Luna stablecoin, as well as the Terra Luna ecosystem. And you could see here, since the beginning of 2022, I'm comparing the percentage moves or gains and losses, in this case it's losses, of Terra versus Bitcoin. And in light blue, you can see that Bitcoin's gone down a lot too. It's gone down 56%, but Cosmos, the Atom blockchain, has gone down 76% in price. So the Atom price is down 76% versus 56% for Bitcoin. You know, let's just look at prices. That'll tell you more. And you can see here that the price was, let's go to 1 year. You could see that high was about what, $44. It crashed from $44 all the way down to under $6. And that's because, as I said, because of the crash in Terra Luna. But since then, the price has come up. So I'm trying to figure out why. I think one theory is the lack of bad news, because now the Terra Luna news is over, right? They're trying to get their act together with a new system, right? But and I think they moved their chain to Polygon, right? They're moving the Terra ecosystem to Polygon, but that's news for another day. The point is, in the beginning of this up move, and let's drill down into it. Let's go to 3 months. And there's been a big up move. The beginning of this up move, I believe, is a lack of bad news from Terra Luna and other issues. And I'm going to show you the other issues right now. The first one is circulating supply. As you know, Cosmos does not have a max supply. And that's always been a bad thing for coins for a few reasons. Or one reason is that they could just keep issuing as many coins as they want. And the second reason is it's difficult to use any type of price forecasting tool and discount that and get a present value of that. So investors are not too into Cosmos because it's tough to figure out a present value when you don't have a fixed coin amount in the future. The other issue, and you could see it here, is that circulating supply has been going up rapidly. But like I said, there's been a lack of bad news. In terms of lack of bad news, you could see that even though circulating supply has increased rapidly in 2021, there hasn't been much change in 2022. We're flat at about 286 million. So that's good news. And the same thing here. There's been a lack of rising liquid supply as per this supply schedule. So it was going up rapidly since 2018, but now it's more flat. You don't see founders, for example, selling heavily. But you do have a large increase here in block rewards. As you can see, I've got my pointer here. The block rewards are pretty high. And speaking of lack of bad news, here's another one. As you know, there's been about over $1 billion, maybe $1.4 billion in hacking, especially at bridges. And Cosmos even had its share of hacks, but in the Cosmos case, it's been a lack of bad news because the only hack I could find was this one here, an osmosis chain, where they lost $5 million. And $5 million for a large ecosystem like Cosmos is not a big deal. It's pennies. So again, it's been lack of bad news. And also some people saying that Cosmos has a high staking reward, as you can see here, of 18%. So perhaps that's why Cosmos has been doing pretty well. And they have a very large amount that's staked. The staking ratio here is 66%, and that's one of the highest staking ratios on the market. But I would argue that the staking reward is really not that good, because if you look at the adjusted reward, which adjusts for inflation, it's only 5%. So, and that's another issue with Cosmos. They have high inflation. So you got no max limit on the coins, and you have high inflation. Not too good. So then why is Cosmos doing so well recently? I think it's two things. Number one, this is somewhat new news. DyDX, the largest non-custodial exchange on Ethereum, is moving to the Cosmos blockchain. So that's really good news. And I think the biggest news of all, and the reason why Cosmos has done really well in September is this. It's that that Solana blockchain project is introducing its first layer 2 scaling solution. And the reason why that's important is if you look at what I highlighted here, they're building a layer 2 solution, and it says they're combining Solana's powerful execution environment with the rapidly expanding community within a thriving Cosmos and IBC ecosystem. So I think the key here is the Cosmos bridge. That's the key of why Cosmos is doing well, because they're not just working with Solana, it's that the Solana ecosystem is going to be taking advantage of the IBC inter-bridge protocol on Cosmos. So that's the key. So that's what I want to tell you. That's why Cosmos is doing well.